What if a single battle could determine the fate of entire empires? In the year 333 before Christ, on the narrow coastal plain of Issus in what is now modern-day Turkey, such a battle unfolded. It was here that Alexander the Great, the young and ambitious king of Macedonia, faced the forces of Darius III, the ruler of the mighty Persian Empire. The outcome of this battle would not only cement Alexander's reputation as one of history's greatest military strategists, but also signal the decline of Persia's dominance in the ancient world. The Macedonian army, though vastly outnumbered, was a well-oiled war machine. Alexander, barely in his mid-20s, had inherited from his father, King Philip II, a highly disciplined army and a visionary plan to conquer the Persian Empire. On the opposing side, Darius III commanded a massive and diverse force, drawing troops from across the vast reaches of his empire. The stakes were colossal, and the setting at Issus, with its limited maneuverability between the mountains and the sea, would play a crucial role in the unfolding of the conflict. As the sun rose on the day of the battle, the tension was palpable. Alexander, leading from the front as always, employed his trademark strategy of the oblique line, directing his cavalry and elite infantry towards the Persian center. He aimed to strike at the heart of Darius's command, knowing that a victory here could break the Persian resolve. The clash was fierce and bloody, as Greek phalanxes and Persian archers engaged in a deadly dance of swords and arrows. In this moment of chaos and valor, Alexander's leadership shone. His ability to inspire and strategically outmaneuver his opponents was exemplified as he targeted Darius directly. The Persian king, despite his overwhelming numbers, found himself caught off guard by the relentless Macedonian assault. The legend of Alexander was forged in the crucible of Issus, as he not only defeated an empire, but also began the transformation of the ancient world, paving the way for the spread of Hellenistic culture and ideas far beyond the borders of Greece. Yet, as we delve deeper into the details of this historic battle, we must ask, how did Alexander's tactical genius truly reshape the world as we know it? To understand the foundation of Alexander's conquests, we must first examine the rise of Macedonia under King Philip II. Ascending the throne in 359 BCE, Philip inherited a kingdom beleaguered by internal strife and external threats. Yet, through a series of sweeping military reforms, he transformed Macedonia into a formidable power. Philip revolutionized the Macedonian army, introducing the phalanx formation with longer spears, known as sarissas, and implementing rigorous training regimens. This new military machine was both adaptable and resilient, capable of facing diverse enemies across varied terrains. Beyond military might, Philip wielded diplomacy with equal precision. He forged alliances through marriage and negotiated peace treaties, strategically positioning Macedonia as a key player in the Greek world. The tensions in Greece, characterized by rivalries among city-states and their oscillating allegiances with the Persian Empire, provided Philip with opportunities to expand his influence. Through a mixture of coercion and conciliation, he unified much of Greece under the Corinthian League, setting the stage for his son Alexander's campaigns against Persia. Thus, Philip's reign not only solidified Macedonian dominance, but also created a platform for Alexander's future exploits, reshaping the geopolitical landscape of the ancient world. Under Darius III, the Persian Empire was a vast expanse of territory, stretching from Egypt to the Indus Valley. However, this immense domain was riddled with internal and external challenges. Internally, the empire struggled with administrative inefficiencies. The vast distances and varied cultures made centralized governance difficult, exacerbating issues of corruption and mismanagement. Satraps, the regional governors, often operated with significant autonomy, leading to inconsistency and sometimes rebellion, as local leaders sought more power. Externally, the empire faced constant threats from restless provinces and opportunistic neighbors. Regions such as Egypt and Babylon were prone to revolts, spurred by ethnic and cultural differences and dissatisfaction with Persian rule. Additionally, the empire's vastness was a double-edged sword. While it provided immense resources, it also stretched military and communication lines thin, making rapid responses to uprisings or invasions challenging. These vulnerabilities were compounded by a lack of coherent military innovation, leaving Persian forces ill-prepared for the tactical prowess of Alexander the Great. Thus, when Alexander launched his campaign, he encountered an empire already weakened by its own structural flaws, setting the stage for a series of decisive confrontations that would hasten its downfall. The first of these confrontations unfolded at the Battle of Granicus in 334 BCE. Alexander, leading a unified Macedonian and Greek force, crossed the Hellespont, marking the beginning of his audacious campaign into Asia Minor. At Granicus, Alexander faced a Persian army reinforced by Greek mercenaries. Employing a daring frontal cavalry charge, Alexander targeted the Persian satraps and their elite cavalry, disrupting their command structure. His innovative use of the companion cavalry, combined with the disciplined Macedonian phalanx, proved devastatingly effective. The victory at Granicus was not merely a tactical triumph. It was a strategic masterstroke that secured Asia Minor and opened the path deeper into the Persian heartland. The morale of Alexander's troops soared, emboldened by their young leader's audacity and tactical brilliance. This momentum carried them forward, building confidence and cohesion within the ranks. The aftermath of Granicus set the stage for the next major encounter at Issus, where Alexander would again demonstrate his military genius. The Persian defeat at Granicus had shattered the illusion of their invincibility, shaking the foundations of Persian power and setting in motion the events that would lead to their ultimate confrontation. The Battle of Issus, fought in 333 BCE, emerged as a defining moment in Alexander's campaign against Persia. As the Macedonian forces clashed with the vast Persian army, Alexander identified the opportunity to strike a decisive blow. With a calculated audacity, he led a direct assault against the heart of the Persian formation, aiming for Darius III himself. This audacious charge, executed with precision, targeted the very nerve center of the Persian command. Amidst the chaos of battle, Alexander's cavalry thundered towards the Persian king, shattering the cohesion of the enemy lines. The sight of the Macedonian phalanx advancing with unwavering resolve instilled panic in the Persian ranks. Darius, overwhelmed by the sudden onslaught and fearing for his life, fled the battlefield. The psychological impact of the king's retreat rippled through the Persian forces, causing disarray and leading to a swift collapse in their resistance. Alexander's bold strategy at Issus did more than secure a victory. It dismantled the Persian command structure and showcased his fearless leadership. This triumph not only bolstered Alexander's reputation as a formidable tactician, but also paved the way for further advances into the heart of the Persian Empire. The Siege of Tyre marked a pivotal moment in Alexander's campaign, demonstrating his mastery of siege warfare. Faced with the daunting task of capturing a heavily fortified island city, Alexander confronted Tyre's formidable defenses, which included strong walls rising from the sea. The challenge was unprecedented, as the city was situated on an island half a mile from the mainland, rendering conventional siege tactics ineffective. Undeterred, Alexander displayed remarkable ingenuity by constructing a massive causeway, or mole, to connect the island to the mainland. This engineering feat required both time and resources, as it involved building a solid path through the sea, subjected to relentless attacks from the Tyrians. To execute this ambitious plan, Alexander assembled a fleet by commandeering ships from nearby ports, thereby ensuring naval dominance. His persistence in overcoming Tyre's defenses through both land and sea operations exemplified his strategic acumen. After 7 months of intense siege operations, the city fell in 332 BCE, showcasing Alexander's ability to adapt to complex battlefield conditions. The conquest of Tyre not only secured a crucial strategic location, but also sent a powerful message across the Mediterranean about Alexander's relentless determination and military innovation. This victory paved the way for further conquests along the eastern Mediterranean coast. In October 331 BCE, the Battle of Gaugamela marked a decisive moment in Alexander the Great's campaign against Persia. Facing Darius III's army, vastly superior in numbers and equipped with war elephants and scythed chariots, Alexander demonstrated exceptional military genius. He employed the oblique order, a tactical innovation that allowed him to draw the Persian forces into a vulnerable position. By attacking at an angle, Alexander created a gap in the enemy lines. His companion cavalry, led personally by Alexander, charged through this breach, targeting Darius directly. As the Persian king fled the battlefield, his troops were thrown into disarray. The Macedonian phalanx held firm, countering every Persian attempt to regroup. This victory at Gaugamela effectively dismantled Persian military power and cleared Alexander's path to Babylon, Susa, and eventually Persepolis. The triumph established Macedonian control over the heart of the Persian Empire and further cemented Alexander's reputation as a brilliant tactician and unstoppable conqueror. The fall of Darius signified not just the end of Persian resistance, but the dawn of a new era, as Alexander's influence began to reshape the ancient world. With the Persian Empire effectively dismantled, Alexander faced the monumental task of consolidating his new territories. The administrative structures that had once supported the vast empire of Darius crumbled, leaving a vacuum that Alexander needed to fill. He embarked on a strategic integration of Persian lands into his expanding dominion, often adopting and adapting local customs and governance methods to maintain stability. His decision to retain many Persian satraps and officials was a pragmatic move to ensure continuity and local cooperation. However, these territories were heterogeneous, each with its own unique challenges, requiring a delicate balance between Macedonian authority and Persian traditions. The rapid expansion of Alexander's empire presented challenges in communication, logistics, and governance. The vast distances and diverse cultures necessitated a flexible yet firm administration to keep the territories under Macedonian control. Alexander's efforts included founding new cities, such as Alexandria, and promoting cultural exchanges. These actions laid the groundwork for the Hellenistic era, a period characterized by the blending of Greek and Eastern influences. Yet, the immediate aftermath was marked by the need to pacify regions, suppress dissent, and solidify loyalty, as his legacy began to take shape across the former Persian lands. The Hellenistic era emerged as a profound fusion of Greek and Eastern traditions, spurred by Alexander's conquests. This epoch saw the spread of Greek language, art, and thought across vast territories, creating a richly textured cultural landscape. In cities like Alexandria, Pergamon, and Antioch, Greek culture and local traditions intertwined, fostering advancements in various fields. Artistic expression flourished, blending Greek realism with Eastern motifs, resulting in a distinctive style that resonated with diverse populations. In philosophy, schools of thought such as Stoicism and Epicureanism gained prominence, reflecting the era's complex social dynamics. Scientific inquiry also reached new heights. Scholars in Alexandria made significant contributions to astronomy, mathematics, and medicine, driven by a new spirit of inquiry. Figures like Euclid and Archimedes laid the foundations for modern science, while the Library of Alexandria became a beacon of knowledge. This cross-cultural exchange not only enriched the conquered regions, but also left an indelible mark on Western civilization. The Hellenistic era's legacy is seen in the enduring influence of its art, science, and philosophy, setting the stage for future intellectual and cultural developments that would shape the ancient world and beyond. In the next section, we explore Alexander's enduring legacy. Alexander's legacy presents a complex tapestry, woven with threads of both triumph and turmoil. On one hand, his unprecedented conquests facilitated the spread of Hellenistic culture across 3 continents, fostering an era of artistic and intellectual flourishing. His establishment of cities, such as Alexandria in Egypt, became beacons of learning and innovation. The fusion of Greek and local customs gave rise to a rich cultural synthesis, influencing generations long after his empire's fall. Conversely, Alexander's sudden death in 323 BCE heralded a period of chaos and fragmentation. The vast empire he forged was not built to last without his unifying presence. His generals, the Diadochi, carved the territory into rival successor states, engaging in prolonged conflicts for dominance. This division ultimately undermined the stability he had achieved, leading to centuries of warfare and political instability. Despite this, Alexander's military strategies and tactics revolutionized warfare, inspiring leaders throughout history. His vision of a unified world, albeit short-lived, left a lasting impact on the geopolitical and cultural landscapes of Europe and Asia. Thus, Alexander's legacy remains a mixed inheritance, marked by both extraordinary achievements and profound disruptions. In the concluding section, we will delve into the enduring influence of Alexander the Great on subsequent empires, and how his conquests set the stage for a new era of cultural exchange. The spread of Hellenistic culture, triggered by his campaigns, laid the groundwork for a fusion of ideas that would resonate through centuries, shaping art, science, and philosophy across continents. Yet, his empire's fragmentation upon his death serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of power and the impermanence of conquest. As we reflect on Alexander's complex legacy, we are reminded that the echoes of the past continue to shape our present world, urging us to ponder the intricate tapestry of history and its lessons. Join us next time as we explore the rise of another formidable empire, whose influence would stretch even further, leaving an indelible mark on the course of human civilization.